It is important that you memorize this definition of a circle because it plays into the formula of the circle directly. A circle is the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed point called the center. The fixed distance from any point on the circle to the center is called the radius. Basically, when a circle is drawn, you need the center point, and then if you had a compass, you'd have to know how wide to open the compass to be able to draw the circle. However wide that compass is open, that is the radius. Okay, let's start here with our formula without derivation. We're going to say this is the formula of the circle centered at h, k. Notice the equation is equal to r squared, and that r, the radius, must be positive. In this first equation, all we need to do is change the signs of the numbers in the parentheses to -3 and 1, and that becomes the center of the circle. The radius is, in this case, going to equal 4 because r squared is equal to 16. It's that easy. Now let's go in the opposite direction. We have the center, so we want to change the sign back again. We want to write x plus 5 quantity squared plus y plus 2 quantity squared is equal to 21. Notice how the 5, if you were to change the sign to go back to the center, changes to a -5, and the 2 changes to a -2. And our r has been squared to get from root 21 up to 21. Now when it comes to graphing this, we start by plotting the point at the center at -5, -2. Now the radius is the square root of 21. What do we know about the square root of 21? Well, we know it's between the square root of 16 and the square root of 25, which are 4 and 5. Therefore, the square root of 21 is between 4 and 5. So let's call it 4.5-ish. On our graph, we're going to go 4.5-ish up, 4.5-ish down, 4.5-ish right, and 4.5-ish left, and those will be the points through which we will draw our hopefully not too deformed circle. And the circle is the set of points, the blue curve itself, that are equally distant away from this point called the center. Okay, now we want to find the equation of a circle given a couple of clues. We have the center at 3, 1. So instantly, if we have memorized x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared, we know that 3, 1 is the h, k. So we can write x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared just to begin with. And if we knew the radius, we'd be done. But we have another point on the circle, so we're going to have to do something else. Now, the idea here is that 6, 5 is a point on the circle itself. Therefore, it works in the equation, and we should be able to substitute in the 6, 5 for x and y and solve that equation for r. In the first parentheses, 6 minus 3 is 3, so we're going to have 3 squared. Then we're going to have 5 minus 1, that's 4 squared, equals r squared. Well, 9 plus 16 is 25. 25 is equal to r squared. And that basically gives us the equation because we needed r squared there. Our equation of the circle is x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared equals 25. Now on to graphing this circle. The center is at 3, 1, and the radius is 5. So we're going to go up 5, down 5, right 5, and left 5. And we have points now through which we can try to draw our circle. And mine's a little bit deformed, but that's okay.